Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to highlight my thoughts on why I'm assuming it's all of our thoughts on why the dollar just isn't stretching as far as it did 5 years ago, right? Now I'm going back 5 years to 2019 because it was pre-pandemic, right? So, but before I get into all that, or some of that, I want to talk about the fact that we have this up and coming election in 8 days. And regardless of who gets into office, now I already know who I'm voting for, but that's okay. Whoever gets into office needs to understand that the number one thing on everyone's mind is the economy. Rents, gas, food, you name it. Car insurance, everything has gone up exponentially, and we're getting kind of tired of it. Now, I made a little video I want to share with you guys. It just kind of helps me explain to you, or at least point out everything that we're already thinking, all right? Now, check this out, and you tell me if I'm hitting it on the head. It's only a couple minutes long. Let's watch.
Hey there. Today, we're diving into a topic that's on everyone's mind. What blue-collar workers really think about the cost of living and politics in 2024. It's been a wild ride these past few years, and blue-collar America has some strong opinions. First up, the cost of living. It's no secret that prices have skyrocketed. Rent, groceries, healthcare, you name it. For many, it's a struggle to make ends meet. Blue-collar workers are feeling the pinch, and they're not happy about it. Conversations in break rooms and around dinner tables focus on how to stretch every dollar just a little further. Saving for the American dream is becoming more and more difficult. Saving for anything is a real challenge for most. Next, let's talk about the job market. There's been a lot of chatter about the so-called labor shortage. But from the perspective of the working class, it's not just about the number of jobs. It's about job quality and equality. People want stability, decent pay, and respect in the workplace. Many feel that while there are jobs out there, they don't always offer the security and dignity they deserve. Speaking of pay, wages are a hot topic. Despite some increases, American workers feel that their paychecks just aren't keeping up with inflation. They're putting in long hours, often juggling multiple jobs, but still struggling to get ahead. There's a growing frustration that hard work doesn't always equate to fair compensation. Fuel prices have also been a major pain point. Whether it's commuting to work or the rising cost of goods due to transportation fees. High gas prices hit hard. People are looking for relief and solutions from both employers and policymakers. And then there's politics. The American working class are watching closely. They feel that their voices are often ignored by those in power. There's a mix of skepticism and hope. Skepticism that real change will come, but hope that their votes and their voices can make a difference. In 2024, blue-collar America is speaking up. They're demanding better conditions, higher wages, and a government that listens. The question is, who's listening? Thanks for sticking around. Leave your thoughts in the comments below.
Hell yeah, we're listening and we're watching. We're paying attention a lot more now than we were, at least I am. I should speak for myself. I'm paying a lot more attention now than I was, 5 years ago. I remember 5 years ago, our biggest issue was North Korea and all their rhetoric. That was our biggest problem. Well, now, ever since COVID happened, fuel prices went through the roof. Grocery prices went through the roof. Understandably, we had issues with getting the stuff where it needed to go, supply chain problems. But see, those have been corrected for the most part, but nothing's ever came down. I want to show you guys something real quick. This is just one little thing I want to show you. You see this house? This is my old house. This is a house I rented 5 years ago. 2019, I lived in this house, 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, family room, living room, big backyard, fenced in, all the parking you'd ever want. 1,300. And that's average. That was average for, it was an older house, built in the 60s. Still a good house, and that would be average. Today, that house goes for $3,100. That's $1,800 more than it was 5 years ago. And that is a 138% jump. And that's just not that house. That's everywhere. I decided today I was going to take a look at, we moved out of that house into an apartment here in town. And it was a 3-bedroom apartment. And that apartment was $1,100. We moved out because, we wanted to save a little money. We had some goals. $1,100. Well, that same apartment complex, they didn't have any 3-bedrooms for me to compare with. But they have 1-bedrooms you can rent for $1,575. You can about imagine what a 3-bedroom looks like. So the American dream, what American dream? I've only heard about this elusive American dream my entire life, and I'm 54. So this thing that they call the American dream, I'm not seeing it. I can't even save up for a surgery or something. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, yeah, your bills might be met. But what if something happens, Now what are you going to do? The American dream is freaking dead. And I'd like to think that one of these days I'm going to have some money to leave my kids. This is after I go, which means I have to have a retirement saved up. Because I can't just depend on Social Security. At the rates everything's going up, what I would get in Social Security wouldn't even pay for gas when I'm 67. Anyway, job quality, that's another one. We might have a lot of, you can make as many jobs as you want. If they're crap jobs, who cares? A job's a job? I don't think so. No, I need a job I have a job, but people need jobs that's going to take care of them. Where they have stability in their lives. Health insurance, a job that offers health insurance, paid time off. You earn it. You work so long, you get so many hours, you build it up, but those are the options that people want to have. So, we keep hearing this stuff about no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. And I would really love to believe in that. I really would love to believe in that because I'll be working a ton of overtime, and that would really, really, really help me out. And in the industry that I work, people get tips. It's a customer service based industry, and those no tax on tips would really help those folks out. But I just, like everything, you just got to wait and see. Both sides are coming up with their own version of this. No tax on this, no tax on that. We'll see. All I'm saying is if my candidate gets into office, I really hope that candidate can pull off everything that candidate is saying that they can do. And if the other candidate gets into office, I hope she focuses just as much effort on those working class Americans who are struggling as she's focusing in on stuff like, did I say she? As this person is focusing in on stuff like, $25,000 down tax credit, whatever it is, help to get into a house, $6,000 tax credit for first-time parents. What about the rest of us? Yeah, how is that going to help the rest of us? I mean, I'm glad it helps those folks, but what about the rest of us? I'm done having kids. I'm obviously never going to be able to buy a house. So what about the rest of us? So, not to drag this on, but those are my thoughts. And I'm hoping that you guys someone made it this far through the video. And if you did, give me a like, because I think it's important that we get our voices heard. We get them out there. We have an election in 8 days. 8 days. So get out and vote. Get out and vote. I've already done my voting. It's really important that we just We got to know why our dollar is shrunk by half. Why did I work 5 years to get where I'm at just to be worth less than I was 5 years ago? I'm telling you, we're paying attention. All right, guys, I'll leave you with that. Hit me a like. Let's get this video out there. I'm going to keep making them. Even if I only get 5 views, I'm going to keep making them. So that's that, and this is that. Y'all have a great one.